You're here because you want more clients, right? You want to attract more clients online. Maybe you want to build more relationships. Maybe you want to be seen as a thought leader in your space, right? You feel like you have expertise in a certain area and you want to be the go-to lawyer in that space. Maybe you have a message or a story that you just want to shout from the rooftops and you want people to know about it. You've experienced something as a lawyer that you think will help you connect with clients. Well, whatever the reason is, whichever of those, we are going to help you accomplish that today by learning more about videos. Thank you. So by the end of this presentation, I'm hoping that I will have shared enough with you to learn why video is where your focus should be going forward with your marketing, how video can transform your practice, and the way you connect with clients. I want to help you understand the different types of videos that you can start creating right away, fairly simple, and I really hope that you will seriously consider video as part of your next great marketing push. So, a little bit about me. I know Will gave me a great introduction. After practicing for 5 years, I decided I did not want to be a lawyer anymore, so I launched a business called Abboud Media, where I help lawyers and clients connect better. And we do that using 2 platforms, videos and podcasting. So we're a full production agency. I'm also an award-winning content creator. I discovered I am fairly good at creating content. I really enjoy it, and I love helping other lawyers create content as well to help market themselves. I'm a Forbes contributor, and I'm a former practicing attorney by choice. I decided to throw that by choice in there. But everything I learned as a lawyer definitely led me to this place. So let's dive in. Let's talk about videos. It's important to take a step back and actually talk about content marketing first, right? To lay down the foundation. Because anytime you do any kind of online marketing, any digital marketing, that's the overall umbrella of your efforts online to market yourself, to get your name out there as lawyers. But a section of digital marketing is focused on content. So it's content-driven marketing. So content marketing is a strategic marketing approach focused on creating and distributing valuable, relevant, and consistent content to attract your ideal customer. So we're not talking about AdWords. We're not necessarily talking about SEO, although that's a part of it. We're talking about focusing on the content that you're creating. So the ideas that are coming from your expertise, from your mind, that's what's driving your marketing efforts and attracting clients to you. There are really only 3 types of content creation methods, right? You can use text, which means a blog. You can use audio, like a podcast. Or you can use video, which is what we're focusing on today, okay? So a little bit about video. You might be hearing or reading that it is gaining in popularity. A lot of marketers, a lot of brands, a lot of lawyers are using video to establish a name for themselves, but also to help them better connect with clients, because consumers are preferring video to other types of content. That's how they want to get their information. That's how they want to learn more about a brand. That's how they want to connect with whoever's on the other end of that camera, because they can see them. So 80%, by 2019, internet video traffic will account for 80% of all consumer internet activity. So it's not even 3 years from now. This is coming. It's soon. There are 1 billion active users on YouTube. The chances of your next client being one of those 1 billion is pretty good. So you definitely want to be there. And then social video generates 1,200% more shares than text and images combined. People are more inclined to share a video, especially if it's well made and it's valuable. So why are videos so powerful? And after we talk about why they're so powerful, I want to delve into the types of videos that you can create. But first, we're talking about why this platform. Why should you choose videos? I know that it's not a natural thing for lawyers. For a lot of people to be in front of the camera. It doesn't come naturally to us, so we might feel awkward, uncomfortable. We might be worrying about the way we look, the way we sound. But when we push all that aside and really focus on the message that we're trying to share with clients, you'll find that it breaks down a lot of barriers. And it also makes it easier for clients to build that relationship with you before they even meet you. That's really the best part. So by showing your face on camera, you are humanizing yourself and your law firm. So clients now it's no secret, they're looking you up online, right? Whether it's on social media, whether it's through Google, they are searching for you. Whether it's directly for you by name, or they're just searching for personal injury attorney in Cleveland, right? Whatever the case may be. If they are able to find you and find videos that you've created, so videos where you've shared information, shared the process of what happens after you've been injured, or what you need to do to reach out to the right lawyer, whatever topics you decide to talk about in your videos, if you are that lawyer who's doing it, you best believe that you're building that relationship with them before they even meet you. So when they're deciding who they're gonna call, they're gonna go with someone who's already helped them, right? Someone who's been helpful and valuable. So no longer are we looking to build the know, like, and trust factor. We're looking to build the know, love, and trust factor, okay? So you want these potential clients to love you as a lawyer. And it's possible for clients to love lawyers. So you want to be that lawyer that they go to. Videos will help you do that, right? Because people see your face. They see your personality. They recognize that you know what you're talking about because you're explaining it on video. You're able to showcase your expertise. That is one of my favorite ones because you are experts in what you do, right? You know stuff. You know your practice area. So why not share that information? Why not help clients? So that goes hand in hand with establishing your thought leadership as well. Another one that I really love is the fact that you're able to help potential clients before meeting them. So I, for 3 years, as Will mentioned, had a podcast. And when I launched my business and I started to gain some traction, I got several clients from my podcast who the first time we met in person, they actually handed over checks to me without me having to really sell myself, which is pretty amazing considering I'm not a very great salesperson. So the fact that they were able to trust me enough to just give me their money to create videos for them or help them with a podcast was because I had built this relationship with them for so long. And they knew that I knew what I was talking about and I had this expertise. So it cut down the amount of time I had to convince them to hire me, right? There was no doubt in their mind that I was the person for them. You're able to expand your network of influence. So although more and more lawyers are starting to make videos, it's still a fairly small pool, right? So not only do you have a chance to stand out from the crowd, but you start connecting with other lawyers who are also creating videos or creating content and putting it out there. Also, you just connect with other influencers in your network. So whether it's chiropractors, if you're a personal injury attorney, doctors, anyone else who's relevant to your practice area, you can easily connect with them by creating videos, by creating content. It's all content driven. So what are these videos that I speak of? What types of videos should you be creating that are gonna help you best connect with clients and build those relationships? Well, one really important type of video that I always recommend clients put on their website and essentially everywhere else on their social media platforms is the branded and impact video. Okay, so this video, which I'm going to play in a few minutes, is the type of video that's going to go on your website and act as a welcome mat, essentially. Right? So a lot of law firm websites have maybe static images of the city skyline or maybe just images of the lawyers themselves. Well, this video is taking it to another level because it's, again, welcoming your website visitors. And it's you, it's your face. It's your law firm, your staff members, your associates. In these videos, you are explaining who you are, what you do, and who it is that you help. And again, all while convincing the viewers that you are the best person for the job. So let's take a look at this one video and then I'll walk us through how we actually put this together.
Hi, is this Karima Gulick? Hey, how you doing? This is Will Brown. I've got an invention.
I know that growing a business from concept to a viable product is not easy. It takes a lot of hard work, many sleepless nights, a lot of dedication, but above all, it takes a belief in yourself and a belief in those unique ideas. That's why I tell my clients that the best investment they can make to help grow their business is the investment they make in themselves. As an intellectual property attorney and engineer, I understand the value of protecting your hard work through patents, trademarks, and copyrights. When you have an idea that can be protected by intellectual property law, you're able to protect your business growth, maintain that competitive edge, strengthen your brand recognition, and most importantly, you can better enforce your rights if someone else tries to use your hard work without your permission. Usually, when a client comes to us, they explain their ideas and either show us a prototype or explain what the invention is about. From there, we typically conduct a search just to make sure that their desired idea is not already patented or already on the market published somewhere. If it is available, we typically file for a patent. We can also help clients license their brands and inventions. And that's something that typically helps extend the value of protectable assets. The patent process can be pretty complex, but I try to make sure that my clients leave with a greater understanding of how everything works. You owe it to your business to invest in yourself and protect your unique ideas.
So that's one type of welcome mat video that you can have on your website that gives more insight into your law firm, into your practice. Another type of video is the authority building, the legal how-tos. So these are going to be shorter, they're going to be more frequent types of videos, maybe weekly, bi-weekly, where you're answering essentially frequently asked questions. So you're answering questions that people are going online searching for answers for, right? So legal issues that are out there. So these are, again, shorter, more frequent. You are addressing any kind of issues that people are usually searching for. You can discover what people are searching for by doing a keyword search on Google. Just go to Google's predictive search. Just start typing in anything that's related to your practice area and make a video about that, right? Answer those questions. Anything that you might just answer on a frequently asked questions page on your website, replace all those questions with videos that people can just watch. Lastly, another type of video you can create is a practice area description video. So this will just, as the name implies, will go in the area where you describe what your practice areas are. So usually there's a paragraph on a lawyer's website listing all the things that a business law attorney does or a personal injury attorney does. Well, you can replace it with a video. A few other types of videos that lawyers can make, should make, are client testimonials, right? And of course, you always want to make sure that you are complying with your state's ethics rules when it comes to having clients record a testimonial. But you can get a client that's been happy with your work, and I know it's sometimes hard to find a client who's happy with your work, right? Even if you bend over backwards for them, that's just the nature of being a lawyer. But if you find one that's actually happy with your work, grab them, record it, put it on camera. Right? Record that precious moment of them actually being happy with the result that they got and loving the work that you did and talking about how effective your representation was and how responsive you were through email, through text, right? So any kind of description they can give of what type of lawyer you are, that's always going to be so much more powerful than just you talking about yourself, right? So if someone else can speak to your character as a lawyer, it's always a good type of video to have. Another video, the attorney profile or bio. So these are really fun. I've seen lawyers make videos about 15 seconds to about a minute long and just put it on their bio page. So instead of just listing where they went to school, what jurisdictions they're admitted into, they have a little 15-minute or 15-second video talking about their favorite client matter or some case that really resonated with them and really tugged at their heartstrings for some reason, right? They talk about their childhood. They talk about why they became lawyers. Something that's not directly them selling themselves as lawyers. But it gives you a little insight as to who they are as people, right? Because ultimately, it's other people who are hiring you. So they want to connect with you on a human level. And these videos will do that for you. And finally, just some others, community events, any kind of organization you participate in. If you're able to record, even if it's just on your phone, even if it's just 2 minutes, right? It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Showing that you participate in the community, you give back, you are a member of this organization. That's something people want to see. Even if you think no one really cares, who really wants to see this? You'd be surprised what people connect with you on, right? So, a few times. Now, what does it look like overall? And if you have any questions throughout this, please just throw your hand up. We can answer them as we go. Otherwise, I'll come back at the end. So you have this idea for a video. You think, okay, I want to do an attorney profile or a legal how-to, because I get the same question every time. And instead of spending 15 minutes in a consultation answering the same question, why don't I just send this client a link to this video that answers everything they just asked me? So you decide you want to make that type of video. What do you actually do with it? What happens then? How do you actually get it out there in the world and start benefiting from it? So first you're gonna create, and actually I'll take a step back. Before the creation process, there's some thought that goes into what you're doing, right? So there are some people who can turn on the camera, just start winging it, and they're great. I tend to like preparing a little bit, right? So that doesn't mean writing out a whole script, because you don't want to sound robotic either. But it means writing down a few bullet points of what you want to talk about, thinking about how you want to start this thing, how you want to start this video, how do you want to end it, right? What's the call to action that you're going to make? So after you've served this client, you've given them valuable information, where are you going to send them to? To your website? To your phone number? To your email list? Right? You want to give some kind of call to action at the end. So there's some pre-planning, some preparation that happens before you sit down and actually record. But you record, you have this great audio, this great video. What are you going to do with it? So there are a lot of places you can actually put it, and we encourage people to use their videos, if they have any, put them everywhere, anywhere that's relevant, any kind of social media platform that you're on. But for the most part, you're going to put it on either YouTube. That's a great place to put videos, because YouTube is the second largest search engine. It's owned by Google. So if you have videos and you're building up your YouTube channel to be like a library of information, I think the mic just went out. Then when people search for anything in Google that's related to the videos you're creating, your videos are going to show up. They rank pretty high. So YouTube, Facebook is another great place for video. Vimeo is just another media host where you can put your videos as well. LinkedIn, and we'll talk about social media a little bit further. But you're going to put them on these platforms, and then those platforms are going to broadcast them out to your followers, which in the beginning you might not have many, right? But over time, people will catch on to your existence. They'll notice that these videos are amazing. They want to subscribe to your channel. They want to keep receiving this information. Okay? So it's going to be broadcast. And then there are ways to actually target the right people, which means to actually put these videos in front of the right eyeballs. So it can be done either through Facebook ads, through LinkedIn ads even, where you're promoting these videos, giving them a little boost, choosing the audience that you want seeing these. You can even set geographical limitations where you only want people in Cleveland to see these videos. And obviously with with the videos that are created, you're going to use the right keywords as well, because that's going to help you target the right people. So you're going to use really descriptive keywords that describe what you're talking about in your videos, and that will help with SEO purposes on YouTube, on your website, where we end up putting the video. Okay? So then it becomes a cycle. You just rinse and repeat. You create the video, you post it, people engage with it, you get reactions, and you adjust. And then you do it again. And you keep doing it. Because content marketing is a long-term play. Okay? So it's not creating one video and then getting 10 calls from it. No one video is going to do that. No one piece of anything will do that. But it's in the aggregate. It's all these videos together. It's your whole library of information that's going to get someone to buy into you as a lawyer and cut down, again, the amount of time that you have to convince them that you're the right lawyer for the job. So where else can you put your videos aside from YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook? You want to put them on your website. Okay, so there are ways to just embed your videos on your website. I recommend also including some text on that site as well, on that page, because Google will pick up on the text, the keywords that you're putting on your website. So I would put a little description of the video underneath it as well on that post on your website. If you have an email newsletter, hopefully you're communicating with your email subscribers frequently, send it to them in the email. Right? So you have this great video, send it to them. Let them benefit from it. You definitely want to share it all over social media. So whatever platforms you're on, and hopefully you're on a few at least. At the very least, LinkedIn, maybe Facebook, Twitter. You want to share it there as well. Attorney profile page, if it's relevant, put it on your profile page, your bio. Let it humanize that page for you. And then Abboud, that's a big one, right? Because Abboud actually values and it helps with the ratings if you have video. I believe it's a few things that they look for, and maybe someone can correct me, but it's videos, it's speaking engagements, and it's answering questions. Is that anyone's experience with Abboud? Is anyone on Abboud here? Active on Abboud? Okay. So videos is something that they do value. Okay? So adding that will help with the rating. So I have a free resource. If you want to take a screenshot, take a picture of that link, you will get an email with this checklist of how to prepare to even film if you decide you want to record. And again, it doesn't have to be full-on fancy equipment. It can be your smartphones, because phones now are equipped with pretty good cameras. So you just need a phone. You need a tripod, so something that's going to keep your phone steady, or put it somewhere where it can face you and it's not moving, it's not shaky. And then you start talking, right? You record what it is that you want to build your brand upon. So this checklist will actually walk you through what to do the whole way, so what questions to answer. And for those who stick around for the little workshop session thing right afterwards, we'll go through most of this together as well, so we can work through it together. But basically, you're trying to figure out what do you want your brand to be about. So that's something that a lot of lawyers are starting to ask themselves. What do I want to be known for? Do I want to be just another family law attorney in the sea of family law attorneys, or do I want to be the expert in adoption? Or for personal injury, you want to be a certain type of personal injury attorney, or you want to attract a certain type of client, right? So you're going to ask yourself these questions, and that's the type of content you're going to start creating. It's not just going to be random. It's going to be strategic. Well, I want to say thank you so much for your time. Please do send me any questions. If you have any questions later that come up, please reach out. I want to thank Kata for having me, for Will for having me as well. Please stay in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you.